We're back with another episode.
This episode of The Face Off with Fleming and Fowler is sponsored by myapothecary.com. My Apothecary is the premier online destination for hemp-derived CBD that will help you curate a wealthy lifestyle. Y'all, welcome back to another episode of The Face Off with Fleming and Fowler. We are back at it again. Super Bowl Sunday.
It is. Bless the Lord.
Hallelujah.
I was going to say it's Black Sunday.
What does that
Black
mean?
History Month.
Yes, it's definitely Black History Month. Happy Black History Month. I'm blackity black, the blackity black. No?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You are. We are together.
That's
yes.
right. Black Lives Matter. Black
they
PTs
sure do,
matter.
especially this month.
Black, especially on Friday. Inside joke. Black OTs matter. Black speech therapists matter. Black rehab aides matter. Black restorative aides matter. Boom. All right. How was your week this week, man?
My week was good. I went to work. I came home. I went back to work the next day. That's all I got.
Rinse and repeat?
Yeah. It was a long week at work. You know when your job sends you out multiple announcements on a Friday that they're going to have a bunch of different snacks and activities, and that's how you know shit's going to be fucked up? Mm-hmm. It was one of those weeks, but we made it through. So
yeah,
that's all I got. I'm just here. What about you? How was your week?
My week was wonderful, man. It was wonderful. I have to say, Friday, February the 5th will be etched in my brain forever, 2021, because that was the very first time in my life I ever felt my ancestors take over my body.
Thank you, Rosa Parks.
Thank you, No, it wasn't even Rosa. It was Sojourner Truth and Harriet combined in my bloodstream on Friday.
Cicely Tyson.
Oh, Cicely, baby. It was an amazing week. I literally last night, I just had a Zen moment. I was able to sleep all day. I didn't even get out of bed till 3:00. And then I went and it was 1:00 in the morning. I was like, you know what? I want to take a bath. So I went and made me a little bubble bath and I just soaked in the tub. I had my little Zen music on, just soaking, whatever. And it was just me and myself and I. And it was amazing.
You should listen to sound bath music. Do you ever do that?
No, that's what I was listening to on Apple Music.
Mm-hmm. Oh, good shit.
It was wonderful.
I love a sound bath.
But then it was too quiet because then I started hearing things and I was like, maybe I should get out of the tub and go get my gun. So I did. And put it right there.
You and Bubbles with a gun.
Yeah. And it's like when you are finally quiet in your own house, even though I live by myself, you still hear every single thing. And I was just like, is somebody just breaking into my house? I don't know, but you're going to get a bullet in your ass if you do. So, yeah. But other than that, my week was really good, though. Really good. Yeah.
I'm glad. I love that for you.
Yeah, I'm not ready to go to work tomorrow. Oh.
48 hours is too short to be a weekend.
Listen, the moment somebody said that the weekend is really only 48 hours, you didn't have to say that.
Yeah.
You didn't have to put it in that perspective.
2 days sounds a lot better than 48 hours.
Yes, that sounds a lot longer than 48 hours because it's literally what if you only had, 2 hours to live and you're just counting down? It's like, what the hell? Don't tell me stuff like that. So, yeah.
I need to switch my schedule to 4 days a week.
I need to switch mine to 1 day a week and still get paid the same as 40 hours.
Yeah, let me know what job that is.
Of course. Prostitution. No, I'm kidding.
It's called sex work. Prostitution has a negative connotation.
Sex work sounds worse. So what do you do for a living?
Not in the eyes of the law.
I'm a sex worker. What do you do for a living?
Which sounds way better.
I'm a prostitute. I'd rather say prostitute. I'm tooting out here. Totting and bopping.
Tooting and booting.
Tooting and booting. All right, so let's go ahead and get into some hot topics first of all. Well, no, first of all, let's just say this. We already said it. Happy Black History Month. It is Black History Month. It
shortest month of the year.
Shortest month of the year, but we're grateful we have something. And within this Black History Month, we have had a few different amazing things that have taken place just this month. The Black Lives Matter movement, or the hashtag Black Lives Matter, was nominated for the 2021 Nobel Peace Prize for its powerful message of equality, solidarity, and human rights. Also, too, Stacey Abrams, who we all know and love. She ran for governor of Georgia, and she also, along with many other people who helped to basically save this country in this last election. Stacey Abrams was nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize for her role in the election with regard to her company that she created for
because she got all those people to vote, or what?
Exactly, because she registered so many different people to vote, and she made sure to ensure that not voter fraud. What is it? Voter repression.
Oh, repression.
Yeah. Suppression. So I'm glad we're on the same page. Voter suppression was, X'd out with regard to this presidential election. So that's been an amazing thing. So congratulations to them, to both the Black Lives Matter movement, as well as Stacey Abrams for being nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize. I think that's absolutely amazing.
That's insane. A whole Nobel Peace Prize.
I mean, it's amazing. Like, it's amazing.
If you got nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize, or no, just a prize, like there's multiple Nobel Prizes, yeah?
Yeah.
What would you want it to be for?
It definitely wouldn't be for peace. I can tell you that much right now. I'm a bit rowdy.
You wake up every day and choose violence.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, not violence, radicalness.
There you go.
I'm a radical, and I'm okay with that. Also, I was supposed to answer that question.
You don't have to just fucking.
I don't know. What other types of pieces? Not pieces. What other types of Nobel Prizes are there?
Well, you know what?
What's the category? Siri?
Category is no. I'm not gonna ask Siri this time.
Because I would like to know yours.
So literature, chemistry, physics, economics, physiology or medicine, and then the Peace Prize.
Yeah, give me the peace. I wouldn't do anything in medicine because I'm over it. So
yeah, maybe literature. I'd like to write some shit, and people are like, "Whoa, mind blowing."
Can I do it audibly?
That's not what that. Nope.
Can I just like dictate it and then
you can write it and then audiobook it?
Can I just audiobook it and then it just like drag in dictation and it dictates it?
Okay, you won't be a doctor. You said you didn't want to do anything in medicine, so okay. Never mind. Question is over. Continue.
Yeah. So also to some sadder news, this past week actually, Dustin Diamond, who is also known for playing the character of Screech on Saved by the Bell, he passed away at the age of 44 from his battle with cancer.
What kind of cancer did he have? Prostate?
He had lung cancer.
Oh, not a good one. That sucks. Lung cancer in the time of COVID.
Yeah, because it went fast. Because he literally told people about it, and then I think the next week he was dead.
Also, Dustin Diamond sounds like a porn star name.
Well, he did do porn after Saved by the Bell.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Saved by the Bell.
And then he was like a real asshole. I mean, rest in peace, but I'm just saying. He was like really weird. But yeah, he did this whole porn thing.
He was strange. Did he have a show? Like a reality show?
I think he did.
That sounds about right.
I think he did. And I watched one episode of it and I was like,
he had stage 4 lung cancer. He was on a reality show.
I wonder if he was a smoker. I wonder if he was a smoker though.
Weren't they all smokers? I feel
no, because even what's his name? The guy that plays Superman, Christopher Reeves. His wife, she died of lung cancer, and she didn't smoke a day in her life.
I just feel like celebrities are smokers.
I mean, cigarettes are everywhere. It's like in jail.
It's a bias, but
not jail, but military. In the military, everybody's
like jail.
Yeah, everybody smokes cigarettes in the military. Like they literally give people in the military cigarettes.
Dude, speaking of jail, you know how there's different talks? There's like book talk and chef talk, perfume talk, whatever on TikTok. Prison talk, top tier. Do you watch it?
No, but why do they get phones in prison?
They sneak that shit in, but prison talk is chef's kiss. It's so fucking good. It's so good.
I used to work in a prison, so
maybe the glamour is gone for you. But I literally just watch it for hours at a time.
It was nothing like Orange is the New Black.
No. This is like guys in prison streaming fucking shit.
Are they like doing a podcast in prison or something?
Yes, there are people that do podcasts in prison. Ear Hustle, you should listen to it. It's good. But these are like they're streaming SZA's new music video in prison, or like they're all doing like TikTok dances in prison. This is how you make a prison burrito. This is how we do this in prison.
That is insane. I love it. Okay, so let me ask you this question. Remember there was this thing that was going around, I think maybe like a year ago, that if you were given the option to spend 2 weeks in prison to have all your student loans paid off, would you do it?
Club fed or like prison?
You don't get to choose. Prison.
They just drop me somewhere.
They just drop you somewhere. San Quentin for 2 weeks to get all your student loans paid off.
But is it female pop?
I would hope so. They ain't gonna. Jesus, you gonna get raped and killed in there. Nah, it's definitely female if you're a female, male if you're a male. And
dude, I don't know if I could hack prison. I don't know if I could do it.
I think I could.
You probably could. But you worked in a prison. That's not fair.
I would just like probably punch somebody in the face and just go get sent to the hole for 2 weeks. Just leave me by myself for 2 weeks. I can get so much rest.
Fuck, dude. I don't know if I for 2 weeks though.
2 weeks.
I think
you do it. You'd be stupid if you didn't do it. You guys let us know in the comments. Would you spend 2 weeks in jail to have all your student loans forgiven?
I got a hefty loan payment, so I may do it.
2 weeks?
And that's all your meals paid, no rent.
You got cable? Nothing. You in there doing the Junebug challenge? Come on.
Obviously, you get if someone could sneak me TikTok, yes, I'll go to prison for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I could
read some books.
I don't necessarily want to be in San Quentin, but I would absolutely go for 2 weeks.
I don't think I could do what do they call it when solitary confinement for 2 weeks?
No, I would absolutely love that.
You could be alone for 2 weeks straight. There's no fucking way.
Ma'am, I'm 36 and single. I've been by myself for a long time.
You're not by yourself. You can go out to a store. You see people. You're in contact. Solitary confinement. Absolutely. You start to go crazy.
Give me a journal. I'm good.
No,
because I'd be asleep most of the time. If I don't have to do no work, I would be asleep most of the time. I guarantee you.
I've seen
that's
Shutter
a great
Island.
vacation.
But like, you don't have a book, you don't have your phone, you don't have anything.
I don't read books.
What?
Audiobooks.
What the fuck? Oh god.
I'm telling you, PT school ruined it for me. I don't like to read anymore.
Okay.
If it's not audio, I'm not gonna do it.
I didn't study in school, so it was easy for me.
Even the way I used to study. So speaking of that, on the piggybacking off of that, President Joe Biden.
Ever heard of him?
Actually, the Democrats, I would say, are pushing to forgive $50,000 worth of student loans for Americans.
Drop in the bucket. It's a drop in my bucket.
Listen,
I would appreciate it though. I will not say no.
Hey, Democrats, listen. I owe the government a house, okay?
Multiple
hundreds of thousands.
Tens of hundreds of thousands of dollars.
So $50,000, as amazing as it is, and I'm gonna take it. I'm actually absolutely taking it, but I think it should be a category that, hey, if you're over 100,000, we'll forgive 50, and if you're over 200,000, we gonna forgive 175,000
at least. Like, fuck. I wish, honestly, truly, I wish they were like, hey, if you give up 3 months of your life and you just go volunteer your time in like Nicaragua or fucking Harlem or the Bronx or some shit and do therapy, Canada, and we'll wipe away your loans, I would do it.
I'd do it in a heartbeat. I'm like, can I come back to my house though? Like,
yeah, like we'll put your payments on hold.
Yeah.
You have to go give 3 months of your time.
Absolutely, I would do it.
And you're just going to volunteer it. And then when you come out, we'll pay your loans. I would 100% do it. And how much the world would be such a better place.
Yeah. And you'd have a mate. First of all, I'd lose a lot of weight going to different countries because I'm a very picky eater. Yes, even though I'm fat, I eat the same fats and
all I need is one good stomach bug to knock my shit out.
Go to Mexico.
I know I should.
Drink the water. But yeah, so that's amazing. I pray that they push it through.
That'll be good for a lot of people. Have you seen like there's a bunch of negative comments sometimes when people are like, oh, perfect, everyone gets this just when I pay my loans off. Like, why? Who hurt you?
Okay, here's my thing. Like, if I were them, yes, I would be to a degree upset, but not okay. So that's like, for example, now we're in a pandemic, right? And so even when we were I was in PT school, you were in OT school, you had to physically go to your classes, right? And these kids were just like, damn, these kids are being able to pass a lot of their tests and stuff at home and they can cheat and blah, blah, blah. Damn it, we wish we could do that. No, we don't, because now they're going to be coming out stupider than us. I'm just saying.
More stupider for sure.
Yeah.
You need hands-on.
You need labs.
Practice. Yeah. You need the labs. That's where you learn everything.
Exactly. If you don't have the labs, you can't apply the information. You can't just wait to get on your clinicals to be like, oh, well, now I'm going to learn all this stuff. No. You should already come with the foundation of a lot of different things. And the fact that you don't come with that foundation, that's very detrimental to your career. I mean, even I have a student now where, pharmacology, they just went through it online, and I'm like, no, you got to be able to take that test and be able to, maneuver through it. But yeah, people who are jealous about you be thankful that you had the ability to pay that shit off.
Listen, I will never, as much as I talk shit about my loans, I feel like I'm very blessed to be able to have a profession now that I still appreciate, and that I was able to get the degree, and that I was able to get loans, right? Because I knew I'd be able to pay them back, and I will eventually pay them back.
I wouldn't say that, because I never had the intentions on paying them back. They were like, "Oh, you have to pay this back, right?" In my brain,
you never had the intention of paying them back? What do you think was going to happen?
You knew I didn't have the money to pay for school, so if I don't have the money to pay for school, and PT is not paying crazy 6 figures to be able to afford to pay these back, why would you? That was a bad investment on you, Sally Mae. I don't know why you thought that was smart.
And that's hood economics. That's what you're going to get a piece price
for.
But
you gave 18 and 19-year-olds $30,000, and you gave us back the cash checks. What did you think was going to happen, Sally Mae?
They knew what was going to happen.
Yeah, now we had to wait for Daddy Joe Biden to come and forgive it. I mean, Sally Mae, if you got all this money to lend out, you good, girl. As long as I owe you, you ain't gonna never go broke. I'm just saying.
I'm just like, what happened to, we were so close to public loan forgiveness and then the hospital fucked it up.
Yeah, these damn hospitals. Healthcare sucks, man. Healthcare
like you're telling me it just happened to be 51% of the hospital that went private, so I can no longer get public student loan forgiveness.
Yep. Every hospital is like for profit at this point because nobody pays their bill. Nobody can afford health care.
That's what I was saying the other day. We got those messages that the hospital was in surge. They wanted us to go see people in the ER.
We had 27 people in the ER.
The insurance isn't being charged till you're fucking up here in a room. Why do I need to go see the people down there?
And then the insurance is like, nah, we ain't paying for it. It's like, how do insurances get to not pay for this crap? Like, this is why we're in the deficit that we are in. Insurances, you ought to be ashamed of yourself, you bastards.
Did you see that TikTok going around about it was like, tell me one thing, like as an American you were groomed to believe or something, and then you whatever. This girl is living in Paris and she said she was hit by a car. I guess she was biking or walking or something.
Oh Jesus, it sounds like very familiar.
I know. Whew.
Alyssa Fowler never got hit by a car.
It happens to the best of us. And I guess she got hit by the car. All these people came to help. Someone brought her like ice from a restaurant. Someone tried to get her in a chair, and they said the guy got out of the car and called the ambulance. And this girl's like, no, don't call the ambulance. I don't have money for it. Don't worry about it. I'm fine.
God damn.
And they were all like, what are you talking about? She's like, it's gonna be like thousands of dollars, please. Like I'm okay. And he was like, it's €7.
For an ambulance?
For an ambulance.
I'm moving to Paris. I've already been there once.
And she was like, what? And she was like, I'm about to call that shit when I'm hungover, when I fucking scrape my knee.
I need an Uber.
Yeah, literally. I was like, that's fucking insane.
Well, even too, there was this one video that was going around where people in different countries were asking about, what do you think it costs to have a baby in America? And they were like, $200? Maybe
$5,000.
Yeah, and when they found out how much it costs to have a baby in the United States, they were like, "What? Like, what does their maternity leave look like? What is maternity leave?
When does your uterus shrink back? That's when you got to come back to work."
Research has shown that it actually takes a woman a year to recover from childbirth. But you give women 6 months. They don't have major abdominal surgery for those who have gone through a C-section. Even for women who have had a vaginal delivery, you might as well say that's surgery. You just pushed a watermelon out your vagina, and you gonna tell somebody 6 weeks.
And we put the clock on it as soon as you take off.
Oh my god,
fucked up, dude.
Insane.
I hate this country. Yeah, I'm gonna go have my kids across the pond.
Canada.
At least.
Yeah. They got midwives. I'll do midwives.
Yeah.
I like midwives more than OBs, honestly. I really do. Only because I used to work with a lot of midwives. And midwives are just amazing. Even doulas.
I want to be a doula. Are you kidding? I just want to I want to be like your pal for this journey. Yeah. Let's learn how to set a vibe. What's your plan? Let's make it happen. I'm a calm presence. Let's fucking push this baby out.
I would absolutely love if Erykah Badu was my doula.
You'd smell like her. She would just burn the candles that smell like her vagina.
I'm cool with that. I just love Erykah Badu. I love her vibe. I love everything about her.
Can you
her fashion,
her
her hair, everything.
Lo-fi singing in the room while you're having the baby. That'd be awesome.
Little baby, come into this world.
Bow, 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 bow.
Your hair is curled.
I would die. Lights low, no screaming, patchouli burning, love that. Candles blazing.
Erykah Badu is probably the best doula in the world. Oh my gosh, I would love her. Anyway, but yeah, so we went on a rant about that. But anyway, so did you hear about Jeff Bezos?
Bezos,
the CEO of Amazon, the billionaire.
No mo.
Yeah, well, it was amazing the timing there. So he decided to step down as the CEO of Amazon, but he is remaining on the board, obviously, because he's not giving up his billions.
I wouldn't either.
But then the very next day, they came out with this huge lawsuit that Amazon had been keeping $62 million worth of tips.
Isn't that
from
fucking
people.
Insane?
Yeah, because you can leave your person a tip, but I think you have to do it through the app. And so they are not getting. This is why even when I go to restaurants, I hate leaving a tip on the receipt, and I always try my best to bring cash because I'm like, you're not going to go back on my card, and I don't know if it's actually going to the waiter or waitress. So I always try to do cash.
Tip share, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, those people aren't really getting those tips. I hate that. But yeah, so Jeff Bezos is no longer going to be. He's stepping down as the CEO, or has stepped down as the CEO. And so yeah, there's this lawsuit for $62 million.
Lawsuit wise, did you hear about all the shit with Kim and Kanye?
No.
So. Okay, remember all that shit broke about their divorce this. It was just all of a sudden it was everywhere. There's rumors. Well, apparently everyone thinks now this was like big Kris Jenner energy because he now has this lawsuit filed against him from Sunday Service. A bunch of hairdressers and makeup artists are.
That they didn't get paid and stuff?
Yeah, there's like a $30 million lawsuit. And in California, if you are divorced before any kind of lawsuit like that is filed, then technically they can't go after joint property and
divorce
things like
Kim.
that.
Do it.
So everyone's saying like this, like specifically the divorce and all of the like they wanted to prove that they were separated or thinking about a divorce before all of this started, so that way if his money goes to shit, it won't touch any of hers.
Listen, Kris Jenner for president.
I mean, come the fuck on.
People talk a lot of shit about Kris Jenner, but that bitch is smart.
She knew what she had to do.
She was married to a lawyer, and I secretly think she went to law school. I'm just saying.
Or she read his books or something.
He's reincarnated in her or something, because this bitch has a brain for business. Like 100%. You look at her like, okay, so Bruce Jenner, we're just saying when they were married, we know that she's Caitlyn now, but Bruce Jenner at the time when they were married, Bruce Jenner was going around the world as an Olympian giving speeches and motivational speaking. How much money you make off motivational speaking? Kris Jenner was doing some shit and was like, hey Kim, I need you to take one for the team. Okay, you put out the sex tape. We're gonna get millions of dollars. I can guarantee you.
Oh yeah, her sex tape, Courtney's fucking naked pictures.
Yeah. Kris is like, listen, your boobs are already gonna be out there. Take control of your boobs and your vagina.
Kris realized that her capital was like the people she knew and
she's
her
pimping out her
quote
daughters.
unquote fame.
Yeah.
Right. And she just like, I birthed all these fucking people who have famous ass friends and around famous people, and we can fucking get there.
And we're famous for nothing.
We're gonna find a way. They made millions of dollars from literally nothing.
Showing your tits. That's it.
They were friends with the right people. Their dad was low key famous for being hated by the fucking world for representing OJ.
That's very true. But he was loved by a lot of people though.
That's true. 50-50 on that one. But I'm just like, you can't get mad at people for getting famous for doing nothing, because they're making money off of fucking nothing. Or what you think is nothing. That bitch is behind the scenes of everything,
and she was able to capitalize on a lot of different things in the time frame that she did it, because even it was like when Kim Kardashian came out or was really famous, it was kind of around the time that Paris Hilton was kind of dying down a little bit, like her and Nicole Richie were dying down and they were like no longer friends, and all of a sudden, sex tape, and it was like, oh my god, everything about Kim Kardashian,
everything is just at the right fucking moments with these people.
Very true.
Even the fucking Jordan Woods shit and how that got spinned around. And like every fucking thing with these people.
Yeah, it's amazing. So shout out to Kris Jenner. Keep doing what you're doing, girl.
Yeah, but everyone thinks now that's why all the Kanye Kim shit came out, and that's why she's off on this island not talking to anybody.
Listen, I don't blame her. Protect your money, girl, because this man he's unstable. He's not taking his meds. Do what you got to do. You got 5 kids. 4 kids? 5? How many they got? 2 girls and 2 boys. 4? 4 kids? 4 kids. They had a whole trap. It's fine.
North, St. Chicago, so I'm 4.
Yeah. So also in the news recently, LeBron James.
Who gets tired of that?
Came under fire because there was a heckler that was actually in the stands. And the lady and her husband got ejected.
You can't heckle during a pandemic.
Well, not even that. I think people fail to realize that sports is fun, right? It's amazing. It's a time for people to come together, be apart, blah, 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 whatever. And it's in this fun, amazing atmosphere. But these athletes are professional athletes. Like,
I didn't even realize the games were open again.
I didn't realize they were either. I was looking for the people on the little Zoom screens. But yeah, so they're letting people back in. But this particular couple, they were on the level floor, whatever. What do they call that?
The courtside.
They were courtside, and
we love sports. What is it called? Right? The seats next to the court.
What is it called when you bounce that ball up and down?
When you pay over $12,000 for a ski.
Exactly. So apparently, this lady alleged that LeBron just all of a sudden out of the blue, screamed some obscenities to her husband, and she was taken up for her husband, and so she just started shouting and cursing back at him.
Sir, he's at work. He's at work.
He is at work. I don't care if you don't like LeBron. I don't care if you don't like what he's doing. You cannot shout obscenities to these professional players. What if you were able to watch surgeries? Would you do that to a surgeon? Now, we're not comparing playing basketball to surgery.
Can you imagine when he makes a cut and you're like, boo, wrong cut?
Exactly. Oh my God, he's bleeding. What the hell are you doing? Like, you deserve to get your ass thrown out.
Like, he's going to regret that tomorrow.
Yeah. Like, you should have got you and your husband should have got your asses thrown out.
Like,
Stop
if
doing
you
that.
wouldn't say it to me in the streets, don't yell it to me on the court.
Right. And so she made this whole video about
from
it.
fucking 600 rows up where my broke ass can sit, which is a very different situation than heckling down where people can hear you.
Because here's my thing. You heckling, that's not bringing you any money.
No.
So why are you doing it? It's not bringing you any money. Like, it makes no sense. So, yeah.
Where were they playing? You know who they were playing against?
It was the Lakers versus...
were they in LA?
The Hawks. It was the Hawks. What team is that?
Atlanta Hawks.
Atlanta Hawks? Yes, the Atlanta Hawks. That's right. Yeah, they were playing in Atlanta, and the lady was like screaming these obscenities, and I'm just like, ma'am, sit down.
People in Georgia be wild.
Well, they turned blue this year. Maybe she wasn't excited about it.
Hey, she's had a lot of pent up things.
Oh, she's very upset.
She took it out on LeBron.
Also, too, Nike unveiled their Go Fly Ease sneaker, which is inspired by or they designed it because a young man with cerebral palsy was having a hard time putting his shoes on, and he loved Nike shoes. And so he wrote them and was like, hey, why don't you guys design a shoe? Let's get an adaptive shoe where basically you can stick your foot in the shoe without any laces. And I'm gonna just tell you, as an obese person, I love that because I'm wearing out some of my laces because I keep them tied, and I just try to stuff my foot in there and just pull the back of them up.
Let me tell you, as an occupational therapist, I fucking stand for this shoe.
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
I'm getting them.
I love it because you know what? Everyone who needs adaptive shoes, they have the ones that like, it looks like a normal shoe, but there's a zipper up kind of where the toe is, and the whole flap comes off, and then you zip it back up, and it just kind of looks cheesy.
What about in the Velcros too? I don't like the Velcros.
Velcro works good, but it's really for kids or for like
elderly.
Food service or elderly people. But this is like a fly ass shoe that is adaptive and can help a lot of fucking people.
Yeah.
Everyone who's had some kind of amputation or who has horrible arthritis or who has CP or who just can't tie
muscular
their shoes.
Sclerosis as well.
Can't pass midline. Poor fine motor skills.
Absolutely.
Just doesn't want to fucking get down there and tie their shoes.
Obese people.
Yep.
That's all I'm saying. Thank you, Nike, for being inclusive.
People who can't. God, I love a fucking adaptive shoe.
And Nike even came out last summer. Was it last summer or like the fall with shoes for healthcare workers and nurses?
Really?
They weren't that cute though. Sorry, Nike. If you want to sponsor us, you can definitely give us the new ones. But they they weren't that cute. The color, I didn't like the color schemes. But they were supposed to be it was like one was like a blue, like a sky blue. I like bright shoes.
Like those Hoka shoes.
Yeah, they just look like a bunch of Brooks. I was like,
oh, people do love books though.
Brooks?
Books.
Yeah, I don't like Brooks. But anyway, also too in the news, did you see Lil Uzi Vert? Oh God, I don't even want to talk about this, but we got to.
These shoes aren't cute. You're right. They look like space shoes.
Exactly. See, told you.
Lil Uzi.
So for those that don't know, Lil Uzi Vert is a rapper, and he got a $24 million or an alleged $24 million pink diamond.
It looks like someone just went. Bah!
It looks like Thanos. Like, what's the guy's name? The guy from Iron Man who is he's like Tony Stark's person.
Oh, not Vision, but
I can't remember his name, but he came into a real body. Yes.
Is it Vision? Are you talking about Vision?
I don't know his name, but he has the red face.
Yeah, that's
and he had the stone in the middle of his head. That's literally what Uzi Vert looks like. And I'm like,
that doesn't look safe, and it also looks painful.
It does look painful because I'm like, you chose to put a $24 million diamond in the middle of your head, and somebody gonna knock the shit out of you and take it out your head.
But what? What happens if someone, like, obviously it's in his head, like it's embedded.
What if you hit your head?
Yes, but like, what if someone pulls on it?
That's what I'm saying.
How is it stuck in there? Does anyone know?
I don't know.
Is this real?
It is real. I don't know though.
Who did this?
Some idiot.
It looks like his third eye. It looks like a little vagine on his forehead.
I think you're asking to be robbed and killed.
I mean, remember when they fucking whopped Kim's ass for her rings and shit?
Thanyou. And now you got easy access. Somebody can just punch you in the face and your ring fall out.
Dude, or chop your whole head off cartel style.
Here's my thing. Sir, the diamond is allegedly worth $24 million. Why are you wasting money putting it in your head?
Put it on a bracelet, a necklace, fucking key fob.
Why didn't you liquidate the diamond, right? And put the cash somewhere in your savings, invest, buy some land. Instead, he got tattoos on his face, so I guess that's asking for too much.
My thing is, you do this to show people you have money, correct? I'm assuming that's the only reason you put something worth multi-millions of dollars in your head.
I guess.
What other multi-millionaire do you know puts fucking jewelry in their body?
But see, this is the difference between being rich and wealthy. wealthy people don't have to tell you that they're wealthy. Rich people have to show you that they're rich, because their money don't make money. Only the wealth. Look at Jeff Bezos. You think this man walking around with a Gucci belt with his shirt tucked in his pants? No. This man probably got a $5 Walmart wallet.
July 31st, he's a Leo. He's showing off and showing out. Uzi Vert.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, Samir Biselwoods.
What?
Biselwoods.
Lil Uzi Vert. Lil Uzi Vert. That's just stupid. I'm sorry. That's just dumb. Like, you wasting money. You could have paid off my student loans, you selfish bastard.
He's only 5'4". This makes a lot of sense.
He's super short. He's super short.
A lot of things are coming clear right now. Okay.
Yeah.
That is insane to me. I want to know the surgical process of sticking a diamond in your head.
I just think that's stupid.
Also, horrible placement. I feel like there's a lot of things we could have done that would be kind of cute, maybe.
Yeah.
Like maybe a white diamond. I feel like pink on dark brown skin, maybe not the best.
Don't put diamonds in your face. Here's the thing.
Diamonds on my neck, diamonds in my grill.
Remember when Monica, back in the day, it was very popular for people, like women, to put diamonds, like glue them on your teeth.
Dude, I saw this girl do that the other day on TikTok, and I was like, where did this go?
Yeah, it was because they kept falling out.
That's true. She had like lash glue and shit, but I was like, damn, that takes a lot of time.
See, I'm from Florida, and South Florida specifically, Fort Lauderdale. People wore I don't even think we called them grills. It was goals. Like, you had goals.
Store told them,
but it wasn't a grill. You literally had goals in your mouth, and they weren't like a cap where you could take out. They were like permanent goals.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Everybody walked around with goals.
I don't know if you know this about me.
I didn't know.
I fucking love a grill. Love a grill. Specifically, a bottom grill.
I'll pass.
Woo!
Because my friends had them, like in middle school. True. I mean, they've had them in middle school, high school. Everybody walking around with a grill, just grill. And I'm just like, can you not? You're gonna have to get a job one day.
Top diamond and the bottom rose gold.
Okay, Paul Wall, I can't with you. So, last thing we're gonna talk about in topics before we get to some other stuff.
The first thing we're gonna talk about before we talk about the other stuff is we're gonna talk about this stuff, and this stuff is.
I hate you. All right, let's just take a quick break and we'll be right back. This episode of The Face Off with Fleming and Fowler is sponsored by myapothecary.com. My Apothecary is the premier online destination for hemp-derived CBD that will help you curate a wealthy lifestyle.
CBD is one of many restorative compounds found in the cannabis plant. Its benefits include decreased pain, improved mood, decreased anxiety, and much more. Some of y'all know that I have crazy ADHD, so I'm heavily medicated at all times, and I've been taking CBD oil at night to kind of calm me down, get me ready for bed. 10/10 would recommend.
Worried about regulations? The passing of the 2018 Farm Bill made hemp-derived CBD legal to sell and consume. So yes, CBD is 100% legal and perfect for every person of legal age. My Apothecary's featured line, Broad Bloom, offers broad-spectrum CBD oil drops, sports cream, and soft gels. These products have no THC, so you can stay fly without the high or zen without the spin. Shop now at www.myapothecary.com and sign up for their newsletter to get exclusive offers, product releases, and CBD news.
Remember to always check with your healthcare provider before consuming any supplement. You must be 21 to purchase and consume, and shipping is only available in the US of A.
Don't forget to shop at www.myapothecary.com. So in the news, this young lady, in social media news, this young lady, I guess people were asking her like why her slick back ponytail was like so immaculate, and like, does she do it every day? And like, it just never moved. Like, her head seemed very stiff. And she was like, listen, I use Gorilla Glue, and I don't know if she realized that Gorilla Glue was actual real glue, or if she thought Gorilla Glue meant gorilla snot, because gorilla snot
is the gel,
is the hair gel, but she literally used Gorilla Glue spray on adhesive.
Oh my God.
On her head. So she literally demonstrated in the video. She was like, it's like she was patting it. It was just like, and then she was like, she tried to wash her hair. And
I saw that. She was like,
shampoo.
See, it doesn't go anywhere.
Yes. And then she finally went to the hospital, or a lot of people on social media were trying to give her ideas of what to do and how to take out got the glue out of her hair. She finally went to the emergency room.
Yeah, what the fuck do you do? Vinegar or alcohol or something?
I don't know. She gonna have to just shave her head off or just wait until, I don't know.
Wait till it grows out. But how do you
Gorilla
wash
glue
it?
is strong.
It is really strong. Ooh.
I just see this is why I have this,
and Black History Month too.
And Black History Month, ma'am. This is why I have locked my hair, because the standards of beauty in this society has made you feel like you should put Gorilla Glue in your damn hair.
It looked laid though.
It was laid. But it was laid for a long time.
It was laid for eternity.
Ma'am, you're gonna have to just go bald.
That's fucking dedication to a style. Yeah, she's gonna have to go bald.
I mean, it
bald
looks good.
Cute. Tiffany Haddish is bald now.
But my thing is, where did you get, see, I feel like you kind of did that on purpose. Where did you get the Gorilla Glue from?
I haven't seen
That's not in the hair section.
It is not.
It's not in the hair section.
Unless she told someone. She probably told her boyfriend, go give me some Gorilla Glue for my hair.
Oh my God.
And he said, got you, babe. I got you.
Yeah, he got you all right, bitch. He got you bald. Cause yeah, so she went to the hospital.
I would fucking have a panic attack.
I would just.
And my hair's long as shit, dude.
I would read the directions. That's what I would do.
Black people cutting your hair if you're black is no fucking joke, because that shit's
it's a big thing. Back, yeah, because white people, y'all hair
chippy chop
will grow super fast. You'll cut it on Monday and it's back to the same length on Saturday. Black people, our hair don't grow like that.
No, it takes a long time for a curl pattern to form.
Yes, it does. And if heat damage. I don't know of no white people who got heat damage. Is that a thing for white people?
It is. It doesn't look great.
Oh, what does it look like? Just frizzy or something?
Yeah, like awful dead frizz, but then guess what? They cut it off and it grows back in 6 months.
Exactly. Man, we can't afford to be losing no inches like that as African Americans.
Especially when you glue that shit to your whole ass scalp.
And then she had the nerve to put a part in it. I'm like, oh my God. Your scalp is done, baby. Your scalp is done. So, as Keke Palmer would say, I'm sorry to that woman.
Did you see the meme? And it's like that lady with the Gorilla Glue wig in 10 years, and it's still this late ass fucking ponytail.
Oh my gosh. There was some video where the girl, I guess, was trying to comb it out, but I'm like, don't even try to comb that. Your whole scalp gonna fall off.
Just rock
You just need to get a scalp transplant, because...
So scalper.
Everybody, go ahead and make sure you read the directions. Read what you're putting in your hair.
Send some prayers out.
Yeah,
the hair gods.
God, that is horrible. I mean, geez, that's like when people bleach their hair and try to color their hair, and they do a perm and a bleach or something, and all their hair just falls out. I'm like, just stop doing that, people. Pay the professionals. Stop doing that.
Yeah, I would never.
Yeah,
I'm so nervous.
All right, you ready to go to the rehab? Or do you want to go to the rehab corner first? Or you want to talk about some movies that we need to see?
Okay, we have to talk about Malcolm and Marie.
Ooh.
So I've been waiting on Malcolm and Marie for a long time.
Really?
Why? Love Zendaya. John David Washington, hottest motherfucker on the planet. So I was like, this is going to be good. This is one of our first like true COVID quarantine movies where they were like, we got to do something and we don't know what to do. So let's just stick these two actors in a house for 2 weeks and fucking make some movie magic.
Yeah. The
most toxic and fucking,
oh my God,
like edge of my seat, couldn't stop watching shit I've seen in a long time.
The whole time I was watching the movie, I was just like, can y'all just break up? Just slap him, slap her, just walk the fuck out the house. Like, this is stupid.
The whole time I was like, but what is this story? But how did this start? But how did they get together? But what the fuck is going on?
That was the most toxic relationship ever. This is why a lot of people are single.
I loved it. Oh, it was so good.
The acting in it was amazing. John David, to me, that was John David's movie. Zendaya did great too, but I'm sorry, baby. John David took over that movie. And he sounded like his daddy too. For those that don't know, John David Washington is the son of Denzel Washington, and he sounds exactly like his father, but he looks like his mother.
Yeah.
Which is funny, but
he played the best version of I am a like above average black man who thinks I'm the shit and is educated and has all these things going for me. And
but is a narcissist.
But is a narcissist. No one will understand me. Everyone's against me. Yeah. But I can back it up. Here's what I'm talking about. But actually doesn't know fucking shit.
Yeah.
Men. He was a man.
Their relationship was so codependent. Like the more they kept exposing about each other. And I'm like, damn, that's not how you're supposed to argue in a relationship. You don't argue to tear each other down like, oh, so you want to know what my film was about? It was about Kiki that I used to bang in college. And then Teresa that she used to give me head on Saturday. I was like, God damn!
I know, dude. And she was like, you wouldn't even have that movie without me. That whole movie was about literally.
You're mediocre and blah, blah. I was like,
the thing is, they would fight, right? They'd have like one little argument where one of them basically was like, you ain't shit, and I'm gonna tell you how. Right. And one of the little things they would say in that argument, like they'd go off and it'd settle, and then someone would pick up on that one thing in 2 minutes and be like, okay, you said that, and here we fucking go. It was so realistic.
At 2:00 in the morning, you done made some box Kraft mac and cheese. What the hell? I mean, he was gobbling that mac and cheese like his mama had made it, but
you could just see it from both of their points of view so well, because to him, he was like, I'm trying to have a good night and I came home to celebrate with you and you fucked it up. And to her, she was like, I had a shit time out and you made me feel like shit and I still came home and made you dinner and you still made me feel like this.
But I feel like, personally, women do stuff. I will put myself in that category. We as women, we have this unrealistic expectation that men are supposed to be psychics. You just should know that I'm not in a good mood. And when I tell you I'm not in a good mood, or I'm going to lie to you and say I'm fine, but you need to still keep pressuring me about it because I'm not fine. Like, what the fuck do you want, girl? You can't even make up your mind of what you want to eat. We as women, we do that so many times, but I think also too, men sometimes are very emotionally unavailable, and you don't think about stuff like that. Like, even the fact that she's like, I do your laundry, I make your dinner, I clean up. All I want you to do is say thank you. But that was the most toxic hour and 46 minutes I had ever spent in my life on my couch.
I know, loved it. 10-10.
Oh my God. As soon as the movie was over, I was like, bitch, I hope they break up. and these are fictional people.
He is so hot. She is so beautiful. What a fucking couple.
The directing was amazing in that movie.
The way it was shot, literally.
All in black and white. I would have loved to see what Zendaya's actual dress looked like, because I probably felt it was a very beautiful, shiny dress. But it was a great cinematic movie.
Yeah, for being an hour and whatever of just them, black and white in a house together, no one else, nothing else, 10-10.
Yeah, they
a lot of people wouldn't be able
movie.
to carry, exactly. No one else would have been able to carry that movie.
Yeah, because even when Kerry Washington did that with American Son, the fact that the camera was zoomed in on her face the entire time, and it was like she just did this exhaustive monologue, and it was that's how you can act your ass off, that you can carry a movie with you and one other person, pound for pound. It was insane. Yeah. The movie was good, but it was toxic as fuck. God damn.
It definitely it hit some nerves with a lot of people.
Oh yeah, especially relationships. But I think that's a good dialogue for relationships to have, though, to be able to talk about what you really feel, because so many people are trying to spare each other's feelings, and I'm like, I'm not saying tell me how you feel to try to break me, but if your truth breaks me, I'm okay with that, because at least it's the truth. But don't do it sarcastically, like your mama's a bald-headed bitch, you stink asshole. What the don't do that now. Yeah. But express yourself. And I think if more people were honest and that authentic in relationships, you'd have a lot more people playing less games.
Well, I love how I don't know, fast forward if you haven't watched it, but when they're arguing, right, they're so super pissed off, and then she's sitting at the table like, what the fuck, and he's like, the review came out, and then they shift, because they're both like, obviously we're not going anywhere, we fucking love each other. And she's like, they both have to read the review.
Where the phone, Marie? Where the phone? Hey, Malcolm, your phone's right here. God damn it, where did I put my wallet?
That's what I'm saying. It was just such a fucking realistic demonstration of relationships. So
of toxic relationships. God almighty. Could you imagine if they had a kid? Oh Lord.
No. Kids fix things. They should have one.
No, kids make things worse, 10 times worse, because then you stay in a relationship because you got to stay for the kids. Fuck them kids. Y'all, you gonna fuck up your kids staying together. I never understand for the life of me. Maybe because I'm not in it, and I pray I never have to experience it. You should never stay together because you have a child with somebody. That is the most toxic situation to ever put your child through.
Yeah, but I think a lot of people, especially people that don't have families that stuck together, blame a lot of the things that have happened to them on the fact that their family didn't stick together. So they're like, listen, if I have to be miserable to stick together with this person to make sure my kid doesn't have the experience that I had because my family wasn't together, then I'll just fucking do it.
Fuck them kids.
Because I guess, I don't know, if you're a good parent, I would assume that you just put your child's needs over your own, right?
Yeah.
So you're just like, I'll fucking be miserable.
But I think too, people have this misconception that because you grew up in a 2-parent household, that somehow that you are protected from going through bullshit. Like, my parents were married almost 40 years. When I watched their relationship, and this is no disrespect to my parents, the shit that my mother put up with my dad, I would never personally put up with. And that's probably because I'm more like my dad than my mom anyway. So even the way that she responds, my mom is a very passive aggressive person, very passive aggressive. And even when my dad would say certain things, like I've never seen my parents argue in all the years that I've been alive. I've never personally seen my parents argue. My dad would be going off and better. You know what my mama do? Shut the fuck up. And then later on, she would go into the room. They would have whatever conversation, and my daddy calmed his ass right down. I've never personally, as a grown ass adult, I've never seen my parents argue, but that doesn't mean that their relationship was perfect. And when we saw certain things that they're like, we could tell if they weren't, you know, talking or communicating, because every day that my dad left or when he would come home from work, they would kiss each other. Even if he was going to like Bible study or church, before he left the house, they would kiss on the lips. And then someday he'll be like, all right, I'm gone. Oh, you ain't gonna kiss my mama? You ain't gonna kiss my oh no, okay. And then when they would kiss again, you're like, oh, okay, they getting along now. So I mean, people have this misconception that because you grew up in a 2-parent household that everything is fine, and it's like it's not.
No, most of my friends that have parents that are still married to their other parent, they're some of the most fucked up people in love. Because I'm like, oh, you have a very unrealistic expectation.
Yep.
I'm like, you're one of the families that made it. That's okay. Come here.
Yeah.
Let me show you what it's like over here with everyone else whose parents are divorced and separated or never married.
Yeah. Because even people who, like friends of mine that I have, that their parents, you know, were together as long as they were in the house, and then as soon as all the kids are out of the house and they're stop moving your mic.
I'm sorry.
Soon as they get out of the house and all the kids are grown, their parents divorce. And it's like, well, why did y'all wait all these years of divorce? Well, we were just trying to stay together for y'all. What the fuck?
Dude, did you see? I keep talking about fucking TikTok, but that's because it's the only fucking form of entertainment I have right now.
TikTok is awesome.
This girl was like, so when I was growing up, my mom loved to garden. She was always in the garden, And then I went away to college. My parents got divorced, and my mom has never gardened a day in her fucking life since. She was like, my mom was just gardening to be away from my dad.
Absolutely.
To get out in the garden.
Yep. That's why men cut grass all the time. You think men like cutting grass? Show me one person in this whole world that likes cutting grass. Nobody. They do that shit because they need peace and quiet. Peace and quiet. That's what my mama read all the time. My mom used to be sitting at the kitchen table reading the Bible. Ma'am, I know you love Jesus and I do too, but goddamn. And my dad to be in the room, sleep or watching TV, the TV watching him. You need a break from your spouse. Like you just do. But yeah, that movie was, oh shit, it was toxic. Good God Almighty. Did you see Sylvie's Love?
No, I saw the commercial, the preview trailer, whatever, but I haven't watched it yet.
It was toxic too, but it was a really good movie. It was a really good.
I'll watch anything with Tessa Thompson. Are you kidding?
Tessa Thompson, beautiful, gorgeous, amazing actress. Even the I can't pronounce his name, but the young man that played opposite of her is actually Kerry Washington's husband. And it was a really good movie.
Olivia Pope, huh?
Yes, it was a very good movie. So I definitely encourage everybody, watch Malcolm and Marie, watch Sylvie's Love.
We're all about really Black films right now for Black History Month.
Did you finish The Wilds?
I did finish The Wilds. Talk about a mind bender at the end.
Listen, I hate shows like that.
Dude, when she walks into that room at the end and sees what she sees on the computer screen, and she goes, "What the hell?" She's like, "What the fuck?" She looks in the camera. It's like she breaks the third wall, and she's like, "Because you know what, Leah? I had the same thought."
Yeah, Leah was not crazy.
She was not crazy.
She's not crazy. Everybody thinks Leah's crazy. You know what?
All that show taught me is when you think you're crazy, you're onto something.
You really do.
And fucking ride the wave.
Yep. Just because everybody else thinks you are crazy, you are the most sane person. You want to be
a sheep or a wolf?
Exactly.
A wolf.
See, Friday showed that. All right, we ready to go into the rehab corner?
Let's mosey on over. They tried to make me go to rehab. I said,
go, go, go.
Hey, yes, I've been bad, but when I come back, you'll
go, go, go. Get your ass in that corner.
Hey, welcome to the rehab corner, everybody.
All right, so what are we talking about in the rehab corner today?
Let's talk about how your day can be fucked up before it even begins. I'll go first. Tell me about a time your day was fucked up before you even started. I'll go first.
Oh, gosh.
Y'all, schedulers have single-handedly the power to make or break your fucking life.
Oh, yes, they do.
Dude, sometimes you're in the same unit all week.
Yeah.
Dotting and bopping, you got that shit down, and you come in one day and you're in 6 different units. You never heard of half of them. You don't know what the fuck is going on in the other 3. I looked for an hour and a half for an ER because our hospital in the midst of this pandemic has been like, shit, there's no room for all these people in ER. Let's open up 3 new ones and we'll just shove people in there. Yeah. Well, there's no fucking hospital app. There's no electronic map anywhere. I don't know where the fuck.
And there's no number in front of the unit. So you're like,
exactly.
TICU or something. You're like, what floor is that even on? Like, can you at least tell me what floor it's on so maybe I can find it?
Yeah. So naturally, I go up to the floor that I'm on for the day. All of the people I need to see are at least on that floor or maybe one other. This motherfucker, I had 2 different ERs I've never heard of. Look, and I asked multiple people. I probably asked like 5 people. No one knows where the fuck that shit is.
Asked doctors, nurses.
Literally, no one. And I was just like, God damn it. It's been half of my time walking around the hospital.
Yeah, you definitely got your steps in on Friday.
I did. I was just like...
and I couldn't help you because I had never heard of these places either. I barely go to the ER because I don't know where it is.
No, because who needs to be treated in the ER?
Seriously, I'll go to urgent care.
I'm just like, these schedulers single-handedly hold the power in their hands.
But even too, then you had a bunch of people on your list that weren't even like appropriate to be seen for therapy.
Oh my God. I had people on my list that had gotten TPA at 5 a.m. who were intubated. I re-looked at my list after an hour. 2 of them had died. I
had one patient on my list that they wrote it in and I'm like, the patient didn't have a room number. And when I go to type his name in, it was like grayed out as if the patient had been discharged. So I was like, you know what? This is weird. Like, this makes no sense. Let me look in the chart.
Discharge this early in the morning.
Yeah, no. And
even in a surge.
And I look at it and I'm like, wait, was this a post-surgical patient? Was it a TAVR? What's going on? And literally it was like death summary. What the fuck? The man literally died on the toilet. They called a code blue. Horrible place to go. Called a code. They took the man to the bathroom. He was on the toilet. He went unresponsive and they had to literally do, and mind you, on top, the cherry on top of the cake or ice cream, whatever. The man was like 430 pounds. And so they had to do CPR in the bathroom, intubate him in the bathroom. I don't know.
It's so small in there. They probably had a head out.
I hope they drug him out of there. But yeah, he died. And I told my supervisor, I was like, okay, did you try to ruin my Friday? She's like, what do you mean? And I'm like, you gave me a dead guy on my schedule. What the hell do you want me to do with him?
Go get him up.
You want me to do ankle pumps? Like, maybe we should have got in there before he went to the bathroom. But yeah.
The shitty thing about the hospital right now, too, is that they're fucking wheeling and dealing up there in the ICU. Yeah. They're like, all right, down, no pulse. All right. Roll them on out. Get out. Clean this shit. Turn it over. We got someone else coming up here.
Absolutely. They will have patients sitting at a nurse's station with all their shit in a wheelchair. Like, oh, we were waiting on a tele bed, but we got you out of this room because our surgical patient is coming out.
Basically, like, you know, at school when your mom said, oh, I'm going to come pick you up at 12 for a doctor's appointment. Yeah. And so the teacher had to get you out of the room, but your parents aren't there yet. So you're fucking standing there waiting.
You're just sitting in the office like.
That's what fucking patients
I'm waiting. Do you have a hall pass? I'm waiting on my mom. She's on her way to come pick me up.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I definitely agree. It's like you come in and you know you're trying to do continuity of care with your patients and trying to keep your same patients, and then somebody comes in and totally messes up your schedule, puts you somewhere because of whatever stupid reason, and it's just like,
well, I'm just like, this job takes a lot of mental preparation to do.
Yes,
like I'm in COVID next week and I have to mentally prepare to be in that unit with those patients.
Yeah. So and with your colleague as well.
Yep. So if I'm mentally prepared to do one thing or see a certain group of people and you flip the script on me and it's not for the better necessarily.
Yeah.
It just takes a little bit out of me.
Yeah, because
especially when half the people I'm supposed to see are not appropriate and the other half are in a place I've never fucking heard of before.
Pretty much. I mean, Friday we had you come in and you're like, okay, I'm an evaluating therapist. Why do I have 9 treats on my list? And then my colleague has 7 evals. What sense does that even make?
Make it make sense.
Like doing schedules is not rocket science, but I'm not saying that it's not a difficult thing either, especially with a department as big as ours. But like you said, coming in, you have this expectation. I should be in this particular area every single day. And then the minute they throw you somewhere else, it's just like, you ruined my life.
Yeah. So I can't tell if I need to re-navigate my expectations or just like pitch a fucking fit.
That's very mature of you to re-navigate your expectations.
I like thank you, because I'm just tired of fighting.
I'm not. Attica. I'm kidding. Listen, Harriet Tubman took over me on Friday. I'm ready.
Oh, shout out to the ancestors.
I'm ready for a war.
Oh. Ow. Oh, yeah. Ow. Chop us out. Chop, chop, chop us out.
Chop us out. Chop, chop. Chop, chop. Chop, chop. Chop, chop. Why do we always break out into the song?
It's hard not to.
All right. Also, too, let's talk about some pandemic issues with our students. I currently have a student now.
Which just means I have a student now, too.
Okay. First of all, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, Alyssa, for some reason, keeps thinking that my student is her student as well.
Because, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, this motherfucker is like, okay, hey, we have an email together. Just go in there with my student. I'm gonna step out. He's got it. So if I'm in there with the student, then I have to teach, which makes him my student.
You don't have to teach. You have to treat him like he is an evaluating therapist, and you are supposed to step back and allow him.
You want me to be in that room for 28 hours?
Because y'all did on Friday.
Y'all, I've never been an eval for so long in my life.
Oh my God.
Bless his heart.
I'm sitting here standing out there like, why the patient that has no lines? Why the hell are y'all still in there 38 minutes later?
38.
And then I asked Alyssa, I'm like, is it my student or is it you? And she's like, I don't really know. And she's like, yeah, nah, it's him. It's definitely him. But I mean, we have
I blacked out for a second, so I didn't know.
Yeah. I mean, we have students. Well, we only have PT students right now in our hospital. They cancel all the OTRs because
we ain't got staff.
Y'all don't have any staff, and then the staff that y'all do have are in COVID, and the students can't go in there.
We could probably use students right now. If I could have two students, we could knock out some fucking evals.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, my student right now, I feel so bad for him because of this pandemic, he was on a 6-week rotation in outpatient, and then his second rotation, he was in outpatient for 20 weeks.
Here's what the fuck you're not about to do to me.
20 weeks.
I'm not staying. First of all, I'm not staying anywhere for 20 weeks.
No.
Second of all, you can be good and goddamn Skippy Shore. It's not going to be outpatient.
Outpatient for 20. You kiss my ass.
Outpatient for 20 weeks is like a fucking never-ending roller coaster that you just wish would stop.
And then he was so burnt out to a degree because I guess his previous CI just treated him like a mule and made him see like between 16 and 20 patients a day and just do all the documentation, and then he would make him stay there. I am a person where this is the way I am as a clinical instructor. I am not going to waste your time because I hate having my time wasted. When my student is done documenting, you're going home. You're not staying there. I don't care if your school says.
Why would I want you to just stay there and stare at me?
Why are you staring at me? That's creepy. First of all, I want to talk shit with my coworkers, and I want to be able to say what I need to say unprofessionally without you being there, like looking at me and gawking me and potentially recording me. So
and potentially narking.
Exactly, because we already think my student works for the CIA. We've already told him that
he's a fucking spy.
He's definitely a spy. And but yeah, I felt so bad for him. I even asked him, where's your last rotation? He's like, oh, it's another outpatient clinic. What the?
Why
fuck,
would you
dude?
Pigeonhole the student? Well, I get it. It's a pandemic.
Yeah,
but
I don't think it's
fuck.
I think the teachers, unfortunately, the clinical coordinators have been struggling a whole lot during this pandemic because they can't find placement for these students. And so they're like, in order to let you graduate on time, let's just stick you somewhere. And I'm just like, you're doing a disservice to these students. And I know it's not your fault and you're not doing it on purpose. But, even I told my student, I said, listen, when he first started in January, I said, my goal is to rush you through this clinical and help you understand as much as you can, because I don't know if they're going to shut the world down again. I don't know what's going to happen with COVID. So I don't want you to get stuck where you are not learning what you need to. And so I said, I'm going to go very fast with you in this ICU. So if I'm going too fast, let me know and I can slow down. But otherwise, I am going to throw you to the wolves. I'm never going to throw you to the wolves unprepared. I'm always going to be standing right there. If you need me, call me. I will come in the room.
Will be there in the room with you.
I mean, you're not really helping him because you're not a PT.
It's not wrong. Yeah. I know some things.
You do, but not as a PT.
Trendelenburg.
Reverse Trendelenburg.
Mm-hmm. Shuffling gait.
Really?
Yes.
Do you know what Trendelenburg gait is?
Yes, that's where I was going with the first one.
Oh, interesting. What's an antalgic gait?
Oh, it's when it looks like this.
Antalgic?
Yep, you saw it.
What does the word antalgic mean?
I'm not a student. Why are you quizzing me? I don't care about gait.
Painful gait. Thank you, because you're not a PT.
Oh, like pain.
This is why we don't care that patients are butt naked.
I just care what their arms can do.
Yeah, but so as you being a new grad, how was it when you were a student? Coming into it, did you feel like you learned and that you had enough clinical experience to be able to come into as a new grad from all of your clinicals, not just from having your clinical, at our particular job?
Oh, fuck no.
Yeah. Well, what were your clinicals? Where were they
I did an outpatient peds clinical.
Yeah.
For 8 weeks.
Yeah.
Does that sound right? 8 and 8? No.
I don't know, because y'all's are different than ours.
3 months and 3 months. How many weeks is that?
12.
12. Let's say 12 weeks and 12 weeks.
Okay.
That sounds more right. I think I did 12 weeks each. I felt like I had a good grasp, but I didn't feel like I knew shit enough to be on my own. But I think that's also just because I was a new grad.
Yeah.
It's different I think, well, his is so short because I think truly in like my last 3 to 4 weeks of my acute rotation, I was like, okay, I get it now. Like I can fucking knock out these evals. I know how to be safe.
Because you were with me a lot. Your last, I think like 2 or 3 weeks of your rotation, you were with me a lot in the ICU.
Yeah. And I feel like then is when I was like, okay, I can do this. Yeah. It's okay. I kind of know. I got my grips on everything. Right. Whatever. So 8 weeks is just... I feel like there's a shock of being in the ICU, right? Yeah. And that takes like 3 weeks to get over.
Yes, it does.
The speed of the ICU, the complexity of the patients, getting comfortable with all that shit takes a couple weeks.
Especially with all the lines. I think that's a big, that's the hardest thing. There's a lot of lines. Lines is the big ones.
And vitals to look for and like non-verbal signs of patients and all of that shit. So I think 8 weeks to be in the ICU is just short. Like it's...
Yeah. That's why, like, usually when I have students that are in the ICU, I take the first week as like an observing. So the first day, you're just going to observe. That second day, I'm giving you one patient. And when I give you one patient, like I'm going to give you a super easy patient that's almost like a tele patient where you can get comfortable moving this patient without the lines. Once you get over that, then you add the lines in and it makes it a lot easier. But even like with my student, you know, I quiz him in front of, you know, patients. And, you know, I tell him all the time, I'm like, listen, I'm quizzing you not to embarrass you, but there's no other way that I'm going to get you to understand it unless you're in the trenches with it now. So even when I'm asking him, what's the most important line on this patient right now? And he's like, the swan. Sir, he has a balloon pump. What is the balloon pump for?
What's keeping him the most alive right
exactly. Now? It's like if you dislodge anything on him and it will kill him immediately, what is it? And I'm telling the patient that too because I want you to be aware you have an intra-aortic balloon pump. This is perfusing blood to the rest of your body. And if you take it out, you're going to die.
I just think things in the neck freak people out. So that's what everyone goes for.
Oh, yeah.
It's definitely a thing in the neck. That's what I got to say. I don't know. I feel like I fumbled with lines. That was the big one for me. It was fucking lines. I couldn't get the lines. The only thing that helped was my CI had another student when I was halfway through. Yeah. And so she was like, all right, teach her because now you've learned. Yeah. Right. And so that was when I was like, oh, I got it. Because I can tell her what to do and I can see what she's doing wrong and she can fix it, which makes me know what I need to do. And not just like, after that, I was sailing.
See, for me, when I was on clinicals, my very first clinical was a sniff. My second one, I know, but it was fun. I had a greatest CI. Shouts out to Jake. And we used to call him Jake from State Farm. But he was an amazing CI. And he was like 3 years older than me. So he was very relatable.
See, is that weird? Because I always feel like I don't want a student because I don't feel old enough to have a student. Like, I wouldn't trust the shit I said.
You got to fake it till you make it. It's just like when you become a therapist, like when you're on your own, you got to fake it till you make it with your patients. Because if you act like you don't know anything, then they're going to act like you don't know anything. Yeah. So my first rotation was a sniff. My second rotation was outpatient. My third rotation was outpatient. And then my last rotation was an ARU. So I never had ICU or an acute care experience. Oh. And when I came out of school, but because I worked in a hospital setting for 4 years in undergrad, you know, that kind of helped a little bit. But then when I got my very first job as a PRN, the director was like, listen, I see a lot of potential in you. I'm throwing you to the wolves. This bitch literally, shouts out to Fran. She threw me into a cardiac ICU and their orientation for their job was a week. You got a week of orientation, bitch. This is where the towels, this is where the gloves, this is where the gowns are. And I was shadowing this one experienced therapist who had been a therapist for 15 years. And you could tell she was not happy to have me as a person shadowing her. Like, she wasn't rude to me, but you could just tell she was forced to do it. And she's like, yeah, this is pretty much all I do.
Maybe before I feel like people were more open to students, but especially now, right now in the pandemic, it's very hard to get someone to be like, hey, can someone tag along for a day with you?
Yeah. I love having students though. I think having students is the best thing because you literally, I told my student before, or I tell my students all the time, you going through clinicals, you are the most pissed off at your professors because you feel like you have been robbed of education, but you haven't been. You are only going to learn certain things by putting your hands on it. Really, with this, if y'all hear honking in the background,
a birthday party?
I have no clue, but my neighborhood, they just be always on something extra as soon as you're trying to do something. But anyway, so I can't edit that out. So you might just hear this horns honking.
I feel like school, if you were going to be...
These fucking people, man, goddamn. Like,
if you had to compare, it would be like going to school to be a baker, and all that they taught you really was like, this is chemically what happens when you mix a cake. This is what happens in the oven when you bake a cake.
Right.
This is the color combinations of icing that makes sense. And you're like, okay, cool. And then you get thrown into a bakery, and they're like, okay, we got to go. We have these cakes that are due.
Yeah.
This people want this. It wants to taste like this. And you're like, what the fuck?
Exactly.
And you didn't learn any of that. But when you're watching people do it in front of you and you're learning from them, you can understand the deeper workings and meanings and why things happen, because you know, like, oh, this is the chemistry behind the cake.
And you're able to pull out of, like, my former director of our PT program, Dr. Eric J. Turan.
You're just name dropping this
I know.
episode.
I loved him and I hated. Well, I texted him after I finished PT school. After I passed my boards, I was like, I fucking hated your guts, dude. Like, you were a piece of shit anatomy teacher. Like, god damn it, because he has a degree in neuroanatomy. Like, fucking nerd. Anyway, but I told him, I was like, you were so hard on us for no reason, but god damn it, I guess I thank you, whatever. But he used to always say, oh, you know, you got to put this in your suitcase, so then I'm still telling my students, pull this out of your suitcase, put a pen in it, you know, stuff like that. But I tell my students all the time, like, you know, my job as a CI is not to create you into a mini me. It is literally to help you piece together the puzzle pieces that you have been in all these didactic classes, and you know what these medications do. You can memorize the alls and the press, all these kind of different things, right? But it's my job to help you put all this critical thinking together. Okay, what is this drug? What does it do? How does your patient react? Blah, blah. Fucking hell.
What could possibly be going on that warrants this much?
God damn it.
This isn't.
What if I had a baby that was asleep?
It's me.
I'm looking on my security cameras like, what the fuck are y'all doing?
Is it a baby shower? A birthday party?
I mean, they still rolling down the street.
Oh, they're right outside your fucking
door. Who the fuck is out here?
It's someone's birthday party or baby shower, I'm sure.
Well, can you hurry the fuck up? God damn it, we're recording. I'm calling the police.
Black woman calls police.
Oh, yeah, look, they got fucking, god damn it.
What is that?
A car with like a bunch of stuff on the outside of it.
Yeah.
The Super Bowl is happening. Yeah, I'm telling you. Let me tell you something. Super Bowl? If all of them are parked everywhere over here, I'm calling the police. It's a pandemic.
At least they don't have Confederate flags.
That's very true.
Here's the thing.
Oh, these fucking
idiots,
idiots,
I just don't think I'm grown, responsible, or fucking mature enough to deal with a student I didn't like, or that I hated, or that annoyed me.
Oh, I definitely have that.
It would just show. And I think I'm very self-aware. I know that about myself, so I'm not ready for a student. Yeah. Because I'd be like, listen, I know the bigger purpose is you become a therapist, but like, I don't think you should be a therapist in these streets, and I can't fucking stand you.
But I think that's your obligation as a therapist, is to either prepare them or let whoever know who is helping to prepare them that they're not it. I mean, I've had students where, you know, this one student I had, we didn't get along in the beginning because he wanted to go and take his dog out to walk. And I'm like, he wanted extra time to go on a lunch break. And I'm like, excuse the fuck out of me. Like, when I was a student, I didn't miss a day of my clinical. Like, professionalism was a part of your grade and is always a part of your grade. And the fact that you felt that, well, you're not understanding. My other CI let me do this. Bitch, I'm not your other CI. Your job don't give a damn about your dog. Your job don't even give a damn about your kids. You are here to push forth the business, and that is it. I mean, I've even had students where I'm just like, they ain't gonna make it. I literally had to threaten this one student. I was like, do you talk ever? Like, you don't even act like you want to be here. And when I said, I'm literally considering failing you at your midterm. And if you don't shape up within a week.
Ship up or shape out, buddy.
Yeah, I was like, if you don't get your life together within the next week, I'm failing you. And he was just like, I'll try. You better do something, buddy, because you're not gonna make it as a PT doing this.
But here's the problem. What if they're okay as a therapist, but they suck as a person and they annoy the shit out of me personally?
You just have to remember you're getting your work done for free.
Fuck that. I would rather just go see people on my own.
Wait until you become a CI. the freedom to be able to shop on Amazon when you want to.
Yeah, but that's when you have a good student.
Not always. Okay, that was not a you in this exercise ball, I swear that was not Alyssa farting. Trust me, when you get a student, you're going to be happy that somebody else is doing your work and that you're training them.
I think I'm just happy at this point that they're not forcing students on anyone. Because I know a lot of places that do, as soon as you hit a year, they're like, oh, here's a student.
But see, that's what I think, because that's what happens, or when you force students onto somebody who doesn't want a student, you're going to end up doing a disservice to that student.
Oh, 100%.
Because you should not force a student on anybody. I think it's personally great to give back and pay it forward, because someone else gave you the privilege to be on their license and to practice up under their license. You should pay it forward and do the same thing, because you as a therapist, you want to make sure that the people that are coming behind you that may one day potentially, treat you for an issue, you want to make sure that they're competent. So if you can have a hand in helping their competency, like, to me, that's one of the reasons why I do it. None of my children that I have raised as PTs, you can never say that, oh, you were shitty. You're not going to be you can't, if you were a shitty therapist, Monica Fleming didn't raise you. Because I was harsh on my student. I'm very hard. About me, my student now, because I'm burnt out, I just told him, listen, you're going to get away with a lot of shit that the rest of my students are not.
He talks shit on me. I was like, Monica, get your fucking kid.
Then he'd be like, listen, Monica, I work when you work. If you want to storm out, let's storm the Capitol together.
This motherfucker sat in the office. I say motherfucker endearingly. And he was just like, I don't even know what I said. I was like, yeah, you could probably do my job. Just go in there, do my work for me. And he was like, yeah, I got it. Can you raise your arms up? Any numbness or tingling? Can you brush your teeth? On? I was like, all right, fuck you. I need more than that. And this is the problem. This is it.
Yeah. The student I have, he's so down to earth and he's so approachable. And I think that's why I don't have to be super harsh with him. First of all, he's punctual. He shows up on time. He acts like he wants to be here. And I think also too, I'm burnt out, so I'm not as harsh. I remember
I don't even know what the fuck he's doing half the time. But
exactly. I remember when a student of mine used to copy and paste what I wrote on the previous patient, and I would literally delete his entire note and make him type it over again.
Damn.
Yeah, I was tough.
I remember when my CI used to delete my note and just retype it, because she was like, this is not going under my name.
I'm not retyping, and I'd be like, and if you don't leave on time, that's overtime for me. Go retype it. I don't do that anymore. Well, not right now because I'm burnt out, but I just don't have the energy to do it. But yeah, when I first started out in teaching, I was because I have a high standard. I have a very high standard because I can meet that standard, and you're not going to be mediocre. Now, my thing is, I'm going to help you. And if you didn't get what you needed at your particular school, because we all go to different schools, even though we're supposed to know the same information, we're going to get it in very different ways. So I want to make sure that you feel comfortable doing what you're doing. And I always tell my students, do not take anything that I say personally. If you feel embarrassed
at them, don't take it personally.
But if I'm talking to you or I'm quizzing you in front of a patient, if you feel offended or if you feel some type of way, let me know, because that's the way that I teach. And if you can't handle it that way, that's okay. Let me know. And then I can take you to the side and we'll stand outside the room and go over it versus going over it in the front of the patients. And I think a lot of patients are very diligent to understand that we have that we're at somewhat of a teaching hospital, because they'll engage with the patient like, oh, I didn't know that. So can you tell me about this? Can you tell me about that? And then you have patients that are trying to answer the quiz questions that I'm asking.
Oh, that's my favorite. Monty will be like, hey, what's this line right here? And the patient's like, art line. And I'm like, that is a full swan or a tortoise or something. And he's like, it's an art line. Sir, you don't know what the fuck's going on.
And he'll be like,
you got off of sedation yesterday.
Exactly. He'll be like, yeah, Monica's my CI and she's quizzing me. And they're like, oh, let me help you out. I'm like, Mr. So-and-so, Mr. Johnson, you're not supposed to help him. So I think it kind of breaks the ice a little bit as well too. But one thing that I cannot stand about students is that when you get these students who think they know everything. And I had a coworker when I worked at one of the other hospitals in town. He had the worst student ever. I wanted to punch this girl in the face, and she wasn't even my damn student. She had the nastiest attitude. She thought she knew everything, and I made this bitch cry, and I did not care because he was out of town for, I think, a couple days, and she was with me.
Of course.
She used to talk to him so disrespectfully, and one day we were talking, and one of my coworkers, she's Korean, and so she was like, yeah, because us Orientals, like she literally said the word Oriental. I didn't think Oriental was a bad word to say.
Oh, yeah, we don't say that anymore.
Exactly.
Rugs are Oriental. People are Asian.
Exactly. So she's like, so the girl was like, well, my mom's from Thailand and you don't call people Oriental. She was like, bitch, I'm calling myself Oriental. Like, what the fuck? I'm Korean. And so she was like, it's so disrespectful. She was like, okay, whatever. So she was just very disrespectful. So when she was charting and on her recommendation, she wanted to put home health. Now she put on just the recommendation, home health. I said, home health what? Nursing, PT, OT, speech. This bitch had the audacity to say, well, obviously it's PT. I'm a PT student. So I said, politely tapped her. Go ahead and get your stuff. Let's go outside. Come on. Go ahead and log out for me. So I took her to the side and I said, listen, I'm not sure who hurt you, little baby, but one thing you will not do is you will not disrespect me. Like I will fail you and I'm not even your damn CI. I will call your teacher today. And I was like, you need to learn how to fix your nasty ass attitude because you are not going to go anywhere. And this was her second clinical, and she had failed her first clinical because of her professionalism. And I was like, baby, you're not going to get out of school acting like this. And so I said, I want to take you to the side just to let you know when your CI comes back, I suggest you do a complete 180. Because if not, bitch, he going to fail you. And so she was sitting there crying, and then because I took her outside, but there were other people that were still walking by. So then at the very end, she was like, well, I just want to say that the next time you decide to take somebody to the side, make sure that people aren't walking around to feel embarrassed. I was like, bitch, fuck you. Goodbye. Like, I'm not dealing with you.
I hope you feel embarrassed.
I hope you do, because you're disrespectful.
I err on the side of, I don't know what the fuck is going on. That way, if I happen to say something smart, people are like, oh, she said she didn't know.
Right.
Which is a lot better of a feeling than saying I do know everything, and then them being like, that is the fucking stupidest shit I've ever heard.
Now, I had to break her. I would embarrass her on purpose in front of patients. What is this? No, it's not. You need to go study back again. Because one thing you're not going to do is have this arrogance. You are practicing medicine, and you literally have life and death in your hands. You need to take that with it is a privilege for you to be able to have people's lives in your hands. And for you to come up here with you ain't even got no license to stand on. You can't even you are in a diaper as a PT student. And for you to come and have this attitude and this disdainful, disgusting character about yourself as if you are owed something because you are getting a doctorate in PT. Baby, you have a doctorate with no clinical experience. Having that doctorate is only beneficial for your mom and daddy. You are only special to your mother and father. It's a requirement for you to get in the door. Be humble. Okay?
This is why it's important to put kids in timeout when they're little and teach them consequences.
And discipline. Like I told my coworker, I was like, you need to fail her. Fail her. Fail her. I think he failed her for her midterm, and he ended up passing her. He was like, I'm not going to do that to anybody. I don't want to repeat her. Like, she just needs to hurry, but just
I don't want her to stay here any longer.
And I said, see, that's the problem. Y'all keep trying to be nice to people. Fail these motherfuckers. Yeah. Fail these students. Professionalism is a part of your grade. You cannot talk to people any kind of way, get away with, because people like that continue to be mediocre and get in these leadership positions. Yep. And then you have shitty leadership.
Yep. It's a cycle.
It's a cycle.
But I never understood the attitude, because for me, I was like, whatever CI I get, whatever they fucking do, because I was told the hospital that I now work at when I was going to be a student there, we had other students who had gone there, and they were like, yeah, they're cool, but my CI made me cry and did all of this shit. So I was like, fuck, dude, I'm not trying to cry at my clinical. Yeah. And I was like, just kiss ass. Whatever you got to do, just fucking do it how they want it and get in and get out. It's only for however many weeks. Because that's what the fuck you're supposed to do.
That's what you're supposed to do.
You're there to learn. Just get in, get the fuck out, write it how they want to write. Yeah. Even if you have one CI one day who tells you to write it the other day, and then another CI that tells you to write it a different way, just fucking do it how they want and get the fuck out of there.
Absolutely.
And people don't get that, I guess, or just...
I had one CI that I was two of my other classmates went to her the year before, and they were like, oh my God, this lady, she's amazing. You're going to love her. Bitch. I went to this lady. She was the most narcissistic, condescending, bullying, berating, and disrespectful bitch ever. I hated this lady. Like, you know how you're talking to patients and you're like, well, I'm just a student. I'm a novice, so I'm still learning. Just be patient with me. But you're just saying that to try to bring down your nervousness and anxiety and just relate to the patient, right? This lady chewed me out and was like, you never call yourself a novice and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, bitch, I don't really mean that. I was just talking to the patient, but you all up in my business. Then she ended up, one day I was late because I was driving up. I was staying with my best friend's mom and grandmother at the time, because I was, in a different city. And so I literally drove out of the driveway, found out I had a flat tire, and I was like, oh shit, I'm going to be late. So her mom let me take her car. I called the CI like 15 minutes before, and I was like, hey, I'm running late. I got a flat tire. Cool. She knew about the shit. This bitch gonna put this in my midterm talking about Monica was late 5 minutes. but you ain't gonna tell my teacher that I told you I was gonna be late because I had a flat tire? Like, what the fuck? I hated this bitch so much. I was so grateful. I was so quiet. She was like, Monica, you don't really talk. No, bitch, I talk a lot. I just don't fucking like you. And I'm paying to be here, and I'm counting down these 8 weeks. And literally, when I passed my boards, I texted her the most nasty message. I did not care. I was like, fuck you, bitch. I hated you. You was a piece of shit. I hope you don't never get another student. Your mama, your daddy, your grandpappy, boom, and call it a day.
Wow.
Yeah, I hated her. I was like, I got my own license now, bitch. I don't care.
Very nice. Well, I'm glad that worked out for you.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, no, I am also of the mindset that you just get in there, do what you have to do, and get the fuck out.
Just get out. Just do what they tell you to do and get that. Stop challenging people. It's okay to challenge your CI, because I will do that on purpose. I'm like, oh, okay, so what is this? What does a beta blocker do? Oh, it controls your oxygen saturation. Absolutely. And then the student will be like, so you told me yesterday that controlled oxygen and it really doesn't. Yes, I'm aware of that. The problem is, were you aware of it?
You sound awful.
Oh yeah.
You know what? I will say all the fucking PTs do that shit, because when I was a student, whenever we'd co-treat with a PT student in the PT, because my CI was very much like, if we were in the room, she would ask the questions like, okay, so why do you think that's happening? Okay, but what about this? So let's walk through it. That kind of nice shit. And the PT had the student would be like, look at the EKG right now. What's going on? What was their heart rate doing? Why was it doing that?
Yep.
What medicine's pumping through the IV right now that would cause that? And I would start getting anxiety, because I was like, that's not how we do it over here.
That's how your board exam is going to be.
I know, but I was like, I don't like that. That's not how I work, because I start to shut down and I can't fucking do it. And y'all are the same way. We would have those fucking, what is it called when I was going to say the kids. When the kids go in there and read their papers.
Volunteers? What?
No, what is it called when y'all have like an article that you go read? Journal club, whatever.
Oh,
when
yeah.
the kids, when you have to present something.
Oh,
or,
yeah.
Or even project. Like the student projects.
Oh, crap. My student has to do one, I guess. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see.
For the OT one, it's very typical. We're all super excited. Everyone, there's not so many questions as there are compliments and or like, I'd like to add to that. I saw this piece of research, whatever. You go sit in one of those PT bitches. It's just fucking ringing these kids out with questions. Absolutely. Okay, well, if you said this, but did it also look at this, and this? Well, why was this group chosen? Well, did they also see this, and this in that study? And I was like, y'all are fucking crazy.
It's because these kids have to critically think. Unfortunately, PT programs are outpatient based. The way you learn, they teach you based off if you're only going to work at outpatient. Yeah. And the only time you get a chance to really critically think and put it all together, as opposed to just breaking up muscle groups, is when you're in, these ICUs, or you're in, acute, well, I would say ICUs, honestly, because ICUs are the only places that you're seeing things in real time. And so when I'm talking to my student, I'm like, what medications are your patients on? Because how do you know how to modify your treatment if you don't even know what the hell is going on with your patient? First of all, why is your patient here? What is the main? Well, they had a surgery. Why did they have the surgery? Well, they had stenosis. What the hell is stenosis? Well, it's a blockage in the artery. Okay, so why does the blockage in the artery happen? You need to piece all of that together, because when you get to your boards, they're going to give you all this patient scenario of all this information, and half the information that they give you in the patient scenario ain't even going to be what the question actually. They're going to be like, oh, what's potassium? What the fuck? Like, why did you tell me about John's working as a construction worker and blah, blah, blah. But, it really helps these kids to be able to critically think, to put it all together. And it's like, I'm not trying to embarrass you. I'm literally trying to pull out of your suitcase all this stuff so you can piece it together. And if you take offense to that, you're never going to learn.
Yeah, that ain't us over in this department.
Because even with our one of our intensivists that we all know and love, we won't say his name, obviously, but he will ask you questions, and he doesn't care what your discipline is. He will ask a dietitian, what are the symptoms of pneumonia? How do you know you have pneumonia?
Oh, that's my favorite, when they're like, can you diagnose pneumonia off of the scans?
Off of the chest x-ray?
Off of the chest x-ray. And they're like, yeah. And he's like, wrong.
He's like, oh, interesting. Everybody always cares about ECMO. Nobody cares about anything else. Just basic physiology. Everybody wants to do cannulas, but nobody wants to do. But even in the beginning, I didn't really respect him when he did that, because I was like, listen, bitch, we all got license. Why are you asking us these questions? We done been through shit. But when you step out of your own ego, he's really trying to help everybody. We are in a multidisciplinary approach. We take a multidisciplinary approach. He's literally trying to help everybody to understand exactly what's going on with this patient. And it's so beneficial. Even I always have my students do rounds when Dr. So-and-so is in rounds.
I learned a lot from rounds.
Yeah. And I will ask him, hey, Dr. So-and-so, can you ask my students some specific questions? Grill them. I don't care. I'm not going to help them. He's like, I love this. And he grills the shit out of them, but he's not going to leave you by yourself. He's like, you can use a lifeline. You can use one person, but it cannot be this person to help you answer the question.
Yeah. No RT for the RT questions.
Yeah. No, definitely. They're never there.
No, I think I would like to have a student eventually, just not now. Would you teach, you think? Teach
oh,
for real?
Absolutely. Yeah. I would absolutely teach for real. I love teaching, and I love educating people. on stuff, especially stuff that I know, but I like to be relatable. And I like to give people what I was not given as a student. I had even one of my PT professors, former PT professors, I hated this man and I still hate him now. Everybody loves him. Anyway, his name is Smothers. I'm just going to say his name because I really don't care.
She is fucking name dropping.
Yeah, I just don't care. It's 2021. I hated this man because every time I went to him for questions and I'm like, Smothers, I don't get it. Like, if you orally test me and you're asking me this stuff, I get it. Once you put it on paper, for some reason, my dyslexia just start acting crazy. He's like, well, Monica, I don't know what to tell you. You just got to read the information. Bitch, I'm reading and I still don't get it. Can you help unlock a key or something? And I hated his approach to doing things. And I thought it was the most unhelpful way. So that's why even too, when I passed my boards, I was like, fuck you, bitch. Fuck you. Because you did not help me reach this point at all. Like, I literally felt like I taught my fucking self. And everybody else in class, oh, we love Smothers. Fuck you, Smothers. I'm kidding.
Dude, I had one professor who was like, freaking, he was just wild. It was like nothing he ever said made sense. He couldn't stay on topic for one thing. He was annoying, and he'd go around like, he was also a teacher helper and like in one of the other anatomy classes. And while our main professor was teaching really important shit, he'd be like, hey, did y'all know, like, if you held this finger down like this muscle goes lax and it looks really funny on your, like, shit like that. But everyone's like, can you fucking read the room? Everyone fucking hated him. His tests never made sense. They were the only tests I got A's on in all of OT school. Because I was like, how your motherfucking brain doesn't make sense, my brain doesn't make sense. So we can thought and bop together on this one. And everyone hated him.
See, Smothers used to give us those pop quizzes every day or every other day or whatever it was. I think it was once a week, whatever. He would give us these quizzes, and it was the first 10 minutes of class. He was the type of a professor that would give you the quiz, and it literally said, just write your name and turn the quiz over, and that's the quiz. And in our brains, we're like, we are in this program struggling. Like, we've been up all night. So, of course, I'm going through these questions like, oh, my God, I'm failing, Lord Jesus. And all of a sudden, I just see people with their pens down. I'm like, what the fuck y'all doing? Y'all ain't going to take the quiz? And I go back to the instruction. I'm like, oh, I was just supposed to do that. I'm like, how is this helping me, Smothers? God damn.
Because no one reads the instructions.
No, I'm cool with Smothers. I ain't going to say I like him. I'm cool with him. Shouts out to Smothers. That's it. But yeah, I mean, I would definitely go into teaching for real. I love teaching. I actually do.
I love you, Houston.
Yes. But yeah, so anyway, if you're a student in PT school, OT school, speech therapy school, just do what you got to do to get the hell out. Come on, man.
We need to have a speech therapist on here. I don't know shit about SLP school. We didn't have any SLPs. The program started right after I graduated.
Yeah, my school did not have an SLP program. They only just had PT and OT. You know what? We're gonna bring on one of our speech therapy colleagues, or maybe even a couple of them. Just depends. That's not Alyssa farting again. You in this ball? I mean, we've had all this background noise on this episode. Sorry for the background noise, y'all. But somebody was having a birthday or some shit out there. But yeah, so definitely, students, mind your manners, be humble. CIs, if you don't want to teach, don't mess up these kids' education. Please don't. And if you're a shitty therapist, don't take a student.
Ooh, that one right there. But I feel like a lot of the shitty therapists don't know they're shitty therapists.
They know, they just don't care.
You think?
Yeah. I think a lot of shitty therapists at our job, they know they're shitty. People make it known.
Hot take.
People make it known. They just want to sit here and act oblivious because they've been there for a long time. Because people think somehow people equate longevity with quality.
Yeah, that one. That's a good one.
Yeah. And it's like, no, you've been a shitty therapist for 15 years. And I don't know, your friends are not your friends because your friends should have told you that.
Also, you can be a burnt out therapist and have been there for 10 plus years and get shitty, but like, I need you to acknowledge that you're now shitty.
Yeah. That's why I tell people, I'm burnt out. I can't help you.
Yeah. Like, don't pretend that just because you've been here for forever, I'm supposed to just fucking respect the work that you're doing if it's bullshit.
Well, this is what happens with leaders. You have shitty leaders who have been leaders for 11 years, 10 years, 15 years, and you have been a shitty leader for that long. Your turnover rates are high and you continue to be shitty. You can't think it's everybody else. If you're the common denominator, bitch, is you.
You need some introspection on that one.
Thank you. It's the what's the word?
Yeah, it's
the self-unawareness for me.
Yeah, the lack of self-awareness.
Yes. What did I say? Self-unawareness? Yes.
And that's where we fucking leave it.
Yeah, pretty much. All right. Anything else you want to talk about?
No, that's it.
That's it. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us today on another episode. Go out and go ahead and purchase that CBD, those CBD products from My Apothecary. It's a great company.
Dope
company. Two black amazing queens. The reason I'm on
this ball bending the fuck over is because I got a good back right now from all that CBD.
Let me tell you something. When I got out that bathroom, that tub last night, and I put that CBD, that My Apothecary CBD sports cream on my back, bitch, it felt like a York peppermint patty was in my back. Okay.
Popped a Mento in there real quick.
Remember we talked about if you could give CBD injections? That's literally what I felt like I had. And my back was I slept so well because of that sports cream.
I'm about to put it on my whole body.
Ooh,
body.
I almost put the oil in the bathtub, but I was like, I don't think you're supposed to put that on your body like that. So I just read instructions.
Under the tongue.
Exactly. But I was like, if I could ingest it, I could put it on my body. But anyway, so yes, My Apothecary. Yes. Awesome. All right, y'all.
Don't walk.
Yes, we'll see y'all next time.
Thanks so much for tuning in to another episode of The Face Off with Fleming and Fowler. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at The Face Off Pod. Be sure to tune in to The Face Off every Tuesday where new episodes are released.